Okay, and welcome to my review of the Sensimar Seaside Suites down here in Riviera Maya. This is I think it's a Ocean View Junior Suite. I could be wrong, but I think that's what it is. And you get a really nice view off the balcony of the ocean. And all these lovely palm trees in front. You get quite a big balcony, two quite comfortable chairs which are nice to sit in. You get what they call a day bed. Our day bed's actually broken. I don't know if you can see down here. It's missing some legs. We've also got some kind of spillage down there that's been there since we moved in. The balcony itself, it is really nice. It's big. You get a fly screen to keep out all the flies, obviously. Step inside, but as you can see, the fly screen itself, it's a little bit battered and worn, really. This is kind of broken, and there's a little repair there. Just close that. Inside the room, you get a settee of sorts, but I don't know if this is going to come out on camera. But again, it's kind of old and dusty, really. It's got some stains on it, and it's just not particularly very clean. It looks like it's been here a long time, and it smells a bit fusty when you sit in it, to be honest. You do get two nice big beds with memory foam mattresses. They're okay. They're really high, which takes a bit of getting used to when you first get here. Once you get used to it, they're okay. What I've found is we generally sleep in one of the beds. Is that one side's really worn, which is this side near the bedside table, and the other side isn't, so I end up sleeping on like a 35-degree angle a lot of the time. I imagine this bed's the same, except just this side will be really worn next to the bedside table, which is strange that you don't get another bedside table at the other side of the table. But anyway, you get a Bluetooth thing, clock radio with some USB ports in there that will charge stuff very slowly, so don't rely on those. Bring your own USB chargers. You get some little LED lights, just lights up. Down here you get your mini bar. The mini bar is really good. They refill it every day. You get like 4 beers, I think, fizzy pop, crisps, and they're on it every day. It just feels a little bit worn, the whole room, to be honest. Like here, the cupboards don't meet up properly. Down here, the drawers don't really kind of sit together very well. They kind of smash into each other, all a bit broke. It just feels a little bit worn and a little bit dingy, to be honest. I don't want to say dingy, but it does feel a little bit like that. Like it's just going a bit tired. There's some other things, some other little clues when you when you close the curtains. There's holes in it, just where the light out stuff's just got worn, really. And there's just a lot of chips and dings out of everything. Which just makes you think it's just a little bit tired as a whole. You get a flat screen TV, as you do in most of these places. I think it's like 2 or 3 English channels, something like that on it. Moving through, you get loads of space to put all your stuff. You get some big shelves up there to put your suitcases on. You get this safe. This is a very strange thing. You get issued this kind of thing when you first get here, and then you have to put that in this hole, turn it, and then you've got to hold on to this key pretty much all day, and if you lose it they fine you like 100 and something quid, I think they said. It's just a really odd setup. Most of the hotels now, pretty much every hotel I've stayed in for 10 or 20 years has had just the coded ones, but for some reason they have the really old ones here. I'll take you around the bathroom, just have a look in there. I mean, it's a nice bathroom, but it just, I don't know, it just all feels a little bit old and a little bit worn. There's probably a lot of details that you can't see on the screen. Just little things like paint that's kind of wore off down here and kind of chips and dings and everything. You do get a hot tub. You can get 2 in at a squeeze. I'm pretty fat, so you could probably get 2 skinny people in quite comfortably, but not me and my wife. You get 2 sinks, as you generally always do. But again, it's just the little things. It's like there's just scratches around here. This towel rail's kind of not on straight. It's just all these tiny little things in the room. Tiles down there are chipped. It just makes it feel just like it's seen better days. And I kind of suspect it's getting ready for a refurb. You get a toilet, obviously. It'd be pretty crappy if you didn't. Telephone in the toilet, as is always a tradition in Mexico. I don't know why. Nobody must ever use it. A shower, obviously. There's this weird lighting arrangement where it's kind of all on sensors, which again is very strange. But there it is. This is the shower. There's no real kind of luxury shower or anything like that. There's no sort of monsoon or jets coming out of the walls or anything fancy. It is literally just a shower and a hot and cold tap. And again, it's just down here, it's just kind of getting a bit mouldy and a bit kind of manky in places. Again, just kind of looking a little bit worn, really. As you can probably tell, I'm not that impressed with the hotel as a whole, which is surprising because it gets really good reviews on TripAdvisor. But to me, it just doesn't feel like a 5-star resort. This feels much more 3-star Spain. That kind of level. It's not a patch on a lot of the 5-star resorts, but the room itself is roomy, is big, plenty enough room for 2 people. You get a lovely view, big balcony with comfy chairs. It's not all bad, but it's just a bit underwhelming when we got here. We've stayed at a lot of hotels around Cancun, Riviera Maya, that are all 5-star, and some that are 4-star that have been better than this one, to be honest. But anyway, we'll push on. I'm going to take you around the hotel on a quick 10-minute tour, and I'll tell you a bit more about the resort. Let's go. Okay, so we'll take you for a quick walk around the hotel. We've got a leak out here. That's another story. But again, it just kind of continues out here. Really, it's just all a little bit shabby. You've got exposed wires down there. It's not good. Moving on. Kind of got more exposed wires up here. I'm guessing that used to be a light fitting at some point. It's got took out. We're up on the 4th or 5th floor now, so I'll take you down A quick tour. This is like the mosquito graveyard in here. They've cleaned them off since we got here, but there's still a lot of squatted mosquitoes in here. As you can probably see, there's a lot. Right, so moving on, I will take you, which way shall I go? I'll take you down to the front. Hello. I'll just wait for this guy. Hello. Hola. Oh, stop it. Right, these paths kind of snake off everywhere around the resort, and it takes you about a week really to find out really where you're going. You get really good at walking. Now this is like the premium suite or the premium area, and this kind of takes you round to the front of the building where we just were. This is what they call the Piccadilly Circus Theatre. There's a little theatre in there that they have little shows and stuff on. And it's an odd setup really. There's no real sort of focal point. It just seems to be kind of all little pools and little buildings and little restaurants here and there. It kind of lacks a bit of atmosphere, if I'm honest, because you don't really have that focal point. Everything's kind of so spread out, so there's not really a central place. There's not like a lobby with a lobby bar or a central pool or anything like that. It's a bizarre place, to be honest. I'll walk down here. Hola. These guys are everywhere with these golf trolleys. You need them to get around because some of the stuff's like a good 10 or 15 minute walk. So they do shoot around on these things. So this is like a quiet pool on the right. I think these are garden view rooms. Right, if I turn left here, and you can see these things just snake on for forever. And this takes you down to the sandwichery, I think it's called. Hello. And the food is a bit hit and miss really. This is the beach down that side. I'll take you down to the beach. This is a sandwichery, which actually looks really nice. But it's not. We've had a few meals there that have not been very nice, to be honest. Either really cold or just not very nice, to be honest with you. There's a beach barbecue down there, that's better. A lot of the stuff tends to be a buffet. Take you down the beach. So the main beach is kind of to the right of us now. It's just there. So you're kind of in the centre of the resort at the front now, and then you've got the rest of the wall, if you want to call it that, to this side. These are the sun loungers that you're going to get. I'll be honest, they're knackered. They're really uncomfortable. They're just kind of worn. They're cheap plastic ones. They've got these like bars that kind of stick in your back when you sat on them. They've just seen better days. They're just worn out. And they're not really the best quality ones to start with. It just doesn't, like I say, it just does not feel 5-star at all when you're here. It feels much more 3-star Spain. That kind of standard. This is obviously around the back of the sandwichery where we've just been. The food is really hit and miss. In a lot of the place I've had some lovely meals at the gourmet pub, some lovely meals at the Italian. I've had some ropey meals at the culinarium. I've had some not very nice meals in the Seaside buffet, I think it's called. And a lot of the buffets are really hit and miss if you're going to get a good meal or not. I'd say if you're going to do the buffet for lunch, well, you've got no choice because it's pretty much all buffet for lunch and breakfast other than the culinarium. Try and get there when they open, when it's fresh, because otherwise you end up with stuff that's a bit dried up, a bit manky. So it's just really hit and miss with the food. Sometimes you can have a great meal, and we've had some really nice meals while I've been here. We've also had some really not nice meals since we've been here. These are the Bali beds. These are lovely. They're really big, comfortable, really nice. We've not really had much of a problem getting one. If you want some of the ones in a premium spot, you're going to have to be up really early, but for these ones, generally fine. Where can I go now? Let me take you up this way. Just come off the beach. This is the activity pool. And again, it's just all little stuff that's dotted around. It gives it no sort of atmosphere really. And we noticed that as soon as we got here. So this is the activity pool, and again, it's a small pool. And there's Arrecifes there, again that's buffet for breakfast, buffet for lunch. I think that's all buffet actually, Arrecifes. I think these are seafront view or something, sea view or beach view apartments, not apartments, suites or rooms or something. A lot of people were complaining when they got here that they're not actually beach view, which that is kind of your view is that. So yeah, they're not beach view. Right, where am I now? I'm a bit lost, which is very easy to get lost in this place because it's all kind of winding. These are like the swim up ones. They're not really swim up as such. So for me, a swim up pool should be, you swim into the main pool, but a lot of these you don't, and that's not just at this resort, that's pretty much a lot of resorts now. It's basically just a tiny little pool outside your room. Again, I think these are the beach view or garden view or something, I'm not sure. Okay, and this takes us round to, okay, we're here, this is the Italian. And then round the corner there's the Mexican. The Mexican's okay. Service was really slow when we went there. We were waiting ages and ages for the food, and there's a quieter bar down there. I'm saying quieter, this whole resort is very, very, very quiet. But if the main bar is too much for you, then there's that one down there. So coming around here, this actually brings you through to main reception. And again, the reception is just a little bit dated as well. This is the culinarium. I had lunch there today, and again it's not very nice. Just wasn't that impressed with the food, to be honest. Yeah, they're setting up the whole thing here for the Mexican night, and this is probably one of the highlights of the week. Really, we're going to come to this in a bit. They've got a show and food and all that kind of stuff. Can I get through here? Yeah, I can. I'll walk you back up to the premium bit. But yeah, as you might be able to see, it's just kind of all a bit. Doesn't feel particularly 3-star when you're here. 5-star even. God, it's busy down here. I've never seen it so busy. You normally never see anybody. This is the main road. This is where you'll come when you get here. We turn left here, and this brings us back round into the premium section, which is this. There's really nothing too premium about it, if I'm honest. And this brings you back round to the back of the premium block. So you've had a very, very quick whirlwind tour. The resort is much, much bigger than this. It's just spread out in a really odd kind of way. The staff are lovely. The staff are really nice, friendly. They always seem like they want to help, and they're always good. I've been quite impressed with the staff while I've been here. Right, this will take us back up to our room. As you can probably see, it's just a bit, I don't know, just a bit worn everywhere. You know, there's like bits of warmness in there, there's a bit of muck in the corner. The doors are kind of worn out. It probably doesn't come across on the camera as much, but there's like mosquitoes everywhere. This lift. There's just thousands of them. It's like the mosquito graveyard. There's always hundreds of mosquitoes in here. If you get bit by mosquitoes, this is probably a bad place to go. And here we are back at our door. So there it is. There is the whirlwind tour of the Sensimar Seaside Suites. It's nearly Christmas 2018, so if you come in here in 2019, this is pretty much what you're going to get, really. If you're checking into the the premium bit. Like I say, I'm just not that overwhelmed with the hotel. It's pretty naff for a 5-star hotel, to be honest. But there you go. Hope you enjoyed my little video. Leave a comment below, as always, as with YouTube videos, and I'll see you next time on holiday. Bye bye.